Hi there, this is Anna Aspinus from Anna Aspinus Designs, and in this video tutorial I want to show you a couple of fun techniques that you can apply to the FotoGlows and Light Leaks product range found in the Anna Aspinus Design store at oscraps.com. You can see on my screen I have Artsy paper number 5 from Art Play Palette Inclement, which will become the foundation of my layout. And then going to go to File, Open, and navigate to my Light Leaks folder. I'm using Light Leaks number 3, and I'm going to use element number 2. You can either double click that element or select it and then click on Open. Once you have the element on your screen, ensure that you have the Move tool selected from the Tools panel, and then drag the element onto your Artsy paper and close out the original. The element is currently surrounded by a bounding box, and to access that bounding box you need to make sure that you have your Move tool selected. This will activate the options at the top of your screen, and you can see that I have my Show Transform Controls box checked. If you're working in Photoshop Elements, these options will appear at the bottom of your screen, and you're going to want to make sure that you have your bounding box option selected. Now if I go and click on any one of these points, you can see that my cursor changes to either a diagonal arrow, double-ended arrow, and if I pull that cursor out slightly, it changes to an arced double-ended arrow. The arc allows you to then click and drag to move or to rotate that particular element that's on your screen. So once you've got it how you like it, you can then click on the center of that bounding box to position the element onto your canvas. And once you're happy with the positioning, you can accept the transformation at the top of your screen if working in the full version of Photoshop. If you're working in Photoshop Elements, that check mark will appear somewhere on the right bottom corner of the bounding box. The bounding box will also allow you to resize that FotoGlow. You can make it either smaller or larger. Click on the corner part of that point of that bounding box and access that diagonal double-ended arrow. And once you have that, if you're working in the full version of Photoshop, you're going to want to hold down the Shift button on your keyboard, and this allows you to drag inwards and make the FotoGlow smaller, or outwards to make it larger, and do this proportionately. If you're working in Photoshop Elements, you're going to want to make sure you have the constrained proportions box checked at the bottom of your screen. So you're usually good to increase the size of these elements by up to about 25 or 30%. And once you have it how you want it, accept the transformation by clicking on the check mark. Next, you can apply a blending mode if you want to. The blending modes are located in the Layers panel at the top of the screen. Locate the Normal tab and then click on the downward facing arrow to activate your options. If you're working on a PC, you can scroll through these by using the up and down arrow buttons on your keyboard, or you can randomly select the ones of your choice. I personally know that hard and vivid light work best with both the FotoGlows and the Light Leak, so I'm going to go ahead and select hard light. From here you can also change the opacity of the glow if you choose to do so. You can leave the FotoGlow or Light Leak as is at this point if you choose to, and use it as an element to decorate your background. You can also bring in a photo. If I go to Open and then navigate to a folder where I have a photo saved, double click on the photo or select and click Open to bring into the workspace. Select the Move tool from the Tools panel, drag the photo and ensure that the photo is on top of the Light Leak in your Layers panel. Close out the original, move the photo into position. You might want to slightly enlarge the photo to ensure that it covers the edges of the underlying light leak, and then you can go and press Ctrl Alt G if you're working in Photoshop, or Control and G if working in Photoshop Elements. And what this does is it clips the photo to the underlying FotoGlow or light leak element. Notice how the FotoGlow or light leak enables the photo to be completely blended into the background using the clipping mask function. You can allow that coloring of the FotoGlow to show through the image by changing the blending mode of the photo. Select the image layer in the Layers panel, go back up to your blending options, and then randomly select different blending modes to find the one that you want to use. You'll notice that some work better than others. In this case, I like the look of the color burn, but you'll notice that the colors are off. This is because the underlying light leak layer is heavy on the pinks and the purples. So we're going to go ahead and introduce you to the fifth technique that you can apply to FotoGlows or light leaks, and that would be to change the color. Select the light leak layer in the Layers panel, then go up to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation. If you're working in Photoshop Elements, you're going to want to go to Enhance, Adjust Color, and then bring up the same Hue and Saturation box, and then from here you can change the hue of the light leak or FotoGlow, and you can also change the saturation and pull some of that color out so it's not so strong. When you're happy with the result, you can then click OK. Add a title and some simple embellishment, and you've created a digital art project using 5 different techniques and your light leaks and FotoGlows. In this tutorial, I have showed you how to rotate and resize a FotoGlow, add a blending mode to a layer, recolor an image, and then clip a photo to a FotoGlow in order to create a blended image. You can find more tutorials on the AA blog at anaaspanusdesigns.com. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you again soon.